When we get a yellow light, meaning someone is not ready to fully commit their life to Christ, but they're not rejecting the message of Christ, we want to schedule a time to follow up with them and teach them about Jesus through the 4 stories of hope. We use these 4 stories: the sinful woman from Luke 7, verses 36 through 50, the paralytic from Mark 2, verses 1 through 12, the tax collector's prayer from Luke 18, 9 through 17, and the lost son from Luke 15, verses 11 through 32. Each time you meet with this person to share one of the stories of hope, you'll use the sword method to answer some simple questions. What do we learn about God? What do we learn about people? What do we learn to do? What do we learn not to do? And who can I share this with? Use these questions after each story and encourage the other person to participate in reading along with you as well as answering the questions. For example, if we look at the tax collector's prayer found in Luke 18, 9 through 17, and ask the question, what do we learn about God or the character of God? We could say that God is drawn to a person who humbles themselves. We could also say that God rejects those who are prideful. When we ask, what do we learn about people or the character of people? I learned that the character of people can change. We can change from people in the past who might have done wrong things to people in the future doing those things that are right before God. When we ask the question, what to do, I see that we should humble ourselves and be repentant, be willing to turn from our sin. When we ask the question, what not to do, I see that we shouldn't look down on others. As in verse 9, these individuals look down on other people. The last question is, who can we share this story with? Ask the other person, who do they know that this story might relate to? Maybe a family member, maybe a friend. But who could they share this story with? And follow through with making sure they get an opportunity to share that story with that person. Maybe after going through these 4 stories of hope, there's going to come a time where you'll read Romans 10, 9 through 10 to remind them of what it takes to become a follower of Christ. Be sure to do that and give them the invitation.